Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a little bit of a stream going on the vlog. The above average Joe from the Beer Patrol posted a video. Top 5 beers that he will probably never have again. I think he said never have again, but probably, because you never know. Don't criticize yourself. You might get lucky one day. The original video was by Ryan, I believe, from Brew by the Numbers. Brew by the Numbers. Definitely check out both channels, Beer Patrol and Ryan's. And we're going to do my top 5 beers, which I'm going to add some too because fuck your system, that I'll probably never have again. Okay? And I'm going to put hair all over the table. Excuse me. And in solidarity to Peter, the clueless drinker, he had a crippling man flu. And I'm feeling it right now, but I'm doing this anyway for the solidarity of Peter that had to suffer through that man flu. For fuck's sakes. Right, Joe? Right, Joe? Here we go. Okay. Trying to control that man flu for Peter. Let's do this. Yeah, you gotta fight through the sickness. Alright? Okay. Here we go. Number 1, first beer. Oh, by the way, Joe did his weight loss thing and stuff because it was a whole vlog. Hey, yo, what's up, Craig? I'm down 20 pounds and 2 pant sizes, but it's fluctuating because I need to get back on the diet because I got off for a little bit. But getting it back on. Anyway, here we go. Stone's Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale. You can't get it anymore. It's gone. Never see it again. Bye-bye. As far as I know, I can't get it. I've never seen it since, and I've heard it's been out of production. So, and yes, I didn't do research for this fucking thing. I'm just doing a video. Okay. Number 2. And Joe will be able to clarify this one for me. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that pisses me off too, because it was probably one of the best beers that Stone actually did. That was like a continuous running, like in their mainstream thing. No research needed for anything I do ever, you know. Number 2. Dos. Okay. Amsterdam's Brewing Company. This should not be a shock to Joe. Amsterdam's Brewing Company's barrel-aged Double Tempest. Now, the vintage of that beer was either a 2014 vintage that we had in 2015 or 2015 vintage that we had in 2015. That's a little vague, and Joe's going to have to supply me with that knowledge in your spreadsheet. But we had that. Greg brought it to the Albino Rhino Beer Fest back in 2015. It was by far the star of the show when we had it then. And I'll give that vintage because Greg has had it every year since, and he said there was nothing like it, just nothing like that vintage. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So there you go. I think it was the 2014. We had the two in today. Yeah, exactly. I think it was the 2014 vintage, so I was right on that one. We had that in 2015. Okay, moving right along. Next beer was supplied to me by the above average Joe in the comments right now. What's up? You're raining on your parade? I matter. Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't had that one, but Dogfish has one off, man. Boom, boom. Enjoy it while you can, because it won't be around for long. The one that the number 3 on the list comes from the above average Joe, who secured this either by himself at the brewery at Dark Horse or had someone who knew was in the cahoots, because I think it's a brewery only release of Dark Horse Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th. And excuse me if I forget the year of the release date, but I can't get it, and I'm not going to go to Dark Horse. As far as I know, I'm not going to go to Dark Horse to get this beer. So as far as I know, I can probably never have this beer again. And it was absolutely delicious. And thank you, Joe, for supplying me with my 950th video with Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th from Dark Horse. Okay. I think it was Ewart. All the people can't believe that we are thanking it. Yeah, fuck Ewart anyway. Okay. Another one from the Albino Rhino Beer Fest. I think this was the 2016 Albino Rhino Beer Fest that we were at. I secured from my good friend S.J. Poor from Little Face Brewing Company a cider, a bourbon barrel aged cider that was coming in at either with 19 or 21 alcohol by the volume, a 750 of it. I brought it up to the Albino Rhino Beer Fest, and we all shared it together. And I know Matt from Massive Beer Reviews definitely ejaculated with a comment of which was translated was this was the best cider he's ever had, 10 out of 10. And I think it was it was just a giant agreement of that. Yeah, you didn't get to try it because it was all 10s. The whole damn place was 10s. It was the best cider I've ever had, and it was bourbon barrel aged, and it was like 19 or 21%. It was amazing, and everyone thought it was amazing. And because of that fact, and the fact it's homebrewed, you know you'll never get a chance to have that again. So that's that, number 4. And last on the first list, because there's 2 lists, because fuck your format, Joe, is, this might be a technicality, but it's a technicality that I'm going to use, is Clown Shoes a Vampire Slayer. I got a chance to get a 2014 or 13 bottle of that. It was, yeah, but you're just following the format, so you're to blame too. So it was a 2013 or 14. It was 3 years on it when I got a chance to have that bottle of Vampire Slayer that was bought previously by Eric from B&E Beer Reviews and then sent to me, so I had age on it. You can't buy it anymore because of licensing crap. I think it's now called Undead Party Crasher, which who knows if it's the exact same recipe. So we're going to call that its own brew that you can never get again. Blame me when I review another Genesee product like that. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Like, why would you do that to yourself, reviewing Genesee products? That stout was horrible. Anyway, so to recap the 5 beers real quick again. The first one was Stone's Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale. The next one was Amsterdam's Brewing Company's Barrel Aged Double Tempest from 2014. Yeah, I already said that, Joe, but thanks for reiterating the fact that it's Undead Party Crasher now. Okay, the next one was Dark Horse Brewing Company's Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the Fifth. The next would be Little Face Brewing Company's Barrel Aged Cider. And finally, Clown Shoes Vampire Slayer. So those are the first ones, and now let's do a PABrewNews one, because that's what it's all about. And if you'll notice this, because I was thinking about doing it, and I got these other beers already kind of compiled, but I wanted to put this one beer on, so I just made a PA list. I just made my own PA list on top of the 5. And 3 of these are from the same damn brewery, because they just they get something great and then they ruin it. Thanks for doing it. No problem. I'm glad to do the list. Now we're going to do a PA list. The first one's Victory's Oaked Horizontal. I've bought this beer every time I've ever seen it. And it's getting less and rarer and rarer and rarer to find, to the point now that I can't find it at all anywhere I go. So I'm pretty sure it's off the shelves forever. And they only released it the 1 year, I believe. Okay, the next one would be the same kind of concept. Victory Brewing Company's Red Thunder. The red wine barrel aged. Yeah, it was great, wasn't it, Joe? Then Red Thunder, the red wine barrel aged Baltic Porter, which was way better than Baltic Thunder. But again, you can't get it anymore. And it's a sad, sad state of affairs that if they ever do make these things, it's only on tap. And I just don't get down to that damn brewery, so I'm not going to have it anymore. Probably. Okay, another one, the last one from Victory Brewing Company on this list would be Hop Wallop. Hop Wallop was fan-fucking-tastic. It was basically, because Hop Wallop and Flying Mouflon were kind of neck and neck for a while, but I always thought Hop Wallop destroyed Flying Mouflon every time I've ever had it. And sadly, they stopped releasing it. Last year, they did, or last year or the year before, because time has no meaning to me anymore, had a resurgence of that, but again, only at the brewing company. Hop Wallop was no other half. I know that. I understand that, because, don't use the definition of the term in the term. Don't use the term for the definition of the term, Joe. It has that other half mouthfeel. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, the Hop Wallop, you have to go down to the brewery to get it, and I don't know if they even have it anymore. It was just 1 year, kind of one-off kind of a deal. Yeah, the kids are really loud, and my painting just fell over. Wow. Okay, the other one, And I'm just gonna go echoing Joe because it's definitely a valid entry into his list, and I'll just echo Joe on this one. 93 garbage all the way. Absolutely. Hopwell was a great brew. That's right, Ritting. Okay, we're going to go with Trogs. We're going to go with the Barrel Aged Flying Mouflon for 2015. It happens to be one of the best barrel aged releases that Trogs ever done. And obviously because of the fact that it was 3 years in bourbon barrels and now we don't do that anymore, it's not going to stand up to any other variant that they have of it, for sure. And the last but not least was my 1000th video on YouTube, was Fegley's Arctic Alchemy 2010. I've never seen this beer again. I've only seen one bottle when I did see it, and it was already aged for like 6 or 7 years when I saw it on the shelf, and I've never seen another year or variant again. Some say that they do it at the brewery, but I just don't get there. I just don't do it. And obviously, you're not going to be able to find a 7 or 8 year aged the English barley wine just sitting on the shelf randomly. In a cork and cage, it's very, very limited release. So 2010 for sure, I probably won't ever have again. So those are my two lists. I'm gonna the overall spectrum list and then my PA list. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm trying to fight through the man flu. Being strong for Peter. Try to tell my kids to be a little bit quiet. Obviously, that didn't work at all. Sometimes that happens. But at least it's not a beer review. Now it's time for your list. Raining on your parade. It is. The man flu is debilitating in the widest spectrum you could even imagine. It's lucky that I'm sitting upright and actually have some color in these sun-withered cheeks. Yeah, you could barely hear them. Well, that's good, because they're basically murdering each other with axes out in the other room. But hey, whatever, whatever entertains kids anymore. At least I'm not playing video games all day. Right now, I'm just finishing up my 6-pack of the Idolatrous IPAs from the Stone, and when I get a chance to get some money, I'll pick up the new release with the Simcoe that I told you about, Joe. So we'll give that a go. Yeah, you've actually almost been murdered by that probably same axe that they're throwing around right now, because that's how we roll here in this little crazy place. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the two lists. Vinyl looks like it's going to be running out soon, and so is this beer. Should I run down again? We got a new viewer. I'll run down one more time. Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale. Amsterdam's Barrel Aged Double Tempest 2014. Dark Horse Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th. Little Face Brewing Company's Barrel Aged Cider. Clown Shoes Vampire Slayer. And for the PA list, Victory's Oaked Horizontal. Victory's Red Thunder. Victory's Hop Wallop, Trogs, Barrel Aged Flying Mouflon 2015, and Fegley's Arctic Alchemy 2010. Stone cold. Well, I definitely like Craig. Everybody else, get on it, do your list, have a good time with it, and see what you can come up with. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Ding dong.